Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. Thank you for clicking on my video. I hope everyone is doing well. In this video, I am going to be talking about my personal experience getting Botox. I will be showing some before and after pictures, and I will be answering some frequently asked questions. These are just questions from my friends or anyone that I've ever shared that I get Botox. And I am more than happy to talk about it, answer questions. I know that I reached out to my friends that have had Botox and I was asking a lot of questions right before I first got it. First things first, I want to do a disclaimer or two. I know I don't need Botox. Nobody needs Botox. Beauty is 100% from within. You are beautiful just the way you are. With that being said, Botox is just something that gives me a little bit of extra confidence. I do like the way my face looks a little bit more when I have Botox. It's something I do for myself. The second part of this disclaimer is that I am in no way, shape, or form a medical professional or an injector. These are all just things based on my own personal experience. The reason I'm making this video is not to tell anybody that they need Botox or to tell you what to do or to urge you to go out and get it. I'm making this video because before I got Botox, I really enjoyed watching YouTube videos of people's before and afters and hearing them answer frequently asked questions as well, things that people are often curious about before going in for the first time. The first thing you will do is have a consultation anyways. That brings me to my next point. Please be confident and comfortable with the injector you are going to see. There's a lot of resources online, obviously reviews and Instagram. Instagram's good for before and afters. The injector I go to, her Instagram alone made me feel very comfortable with choosing her. She had plenty of before and afters. Of course, it's more than just pictures and before and afters. I do know that she has the qualifications needed to be injecting people's faces as well. I'm scooching over here because I am going to insert some pictures onto this side of the screen. So the first picture is a good before picture of me. You can see that my frown lines, my mean 11 lines are pretty pronounced in this picture. Now that might not bother anyone else and that's fine, but it was something that did bother me a little bit when I looked at myself in the mirror or looked at pictures of myself. Also, you can see in this picture, in this area, you can see the lines around my eyes when I smile, the crow's feet. I call them smile lines because I feel like I get more than just a couple little crow's feet. They're like, there was a lot of them. They're pretty pronounced. It's just the way that my face is when I smile. Sometimes, I mean, everyone's face is just expressions a little bit differently. But those two things were things that did kind of bother me. This next picture I am putting up, I think shows the forehead lines that were there. I mean, both of these two pictures so far, these are, well, my forehead at rest. In the last picture, I was smiling, but all of the lines on my face were present at rest. They weren't just there when I was expressioning. But yeah, I think that this picture shows my forehead lines pretty well. That was beginning to bother me a little bit about myself. The next picture I am putting up is just one more picture showing just a little bit of a before. This is pretty much my face at rest. I am smiling, but the lines I'm referring to in this picture are my forehead lines and my mean 11 lines. So you can see that they're pretty pronounced even when I'm not expressioning, and that was just something that was beginning to bother me. The next picture I'm putting up is a picture of me expressioning. So that's me raising my eyebrows and actually doing the expression. That's what my forehead looks like when the Botox is not active. And then the next picture I am putting up is a before and after. So in the top picture, that is my forehead when I'm expressioning. And the bottom picture is my forehead when I'm expressioning. But the top one, I have no Botox. And the bottom one, I have Botox and it is active. And then the next picture is an after picture. And you can just see that, I mean, in this picture, almost looks like the lines aren't present. They are still there at rest, but they are incredibly softened to the point where it doesn't even look like I have lines at all, even at rest in pictures or videos anymore. Okay, and then here we have another after picture. And obviously, as you can see in my forehead and mean 11s, you can't see any lines at all whatsoever. Okay, and then in this last picture, this is a good side-by-side before and after of how my eye area looked before getting Botox and after getting Botox. You can just see that the lines are greatly reduced when I smile. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to touch on is that I am 30 years old, if anyone is curious. I started getting Botox when I was 30 years old. I've gotten Botox 3 times now, and it's every 3 months, so yeah. I'm about a month into my 3rd round of Botox, so I've had it for basically around 7 months total. I'm sure genetics definitely play a part into how you age, but I know I can definitely say for myself, I had a good bit of sun exposure and I did a good bit of tanning beds, and I was not good about wearing SPF. I didn't listen. The next thing I wanted to touch on is just that Botox becomes active within the 2 weeks of after getting your injection, so it's not something that you are going to see immediate results. For me personally, I did start seeing my results within a few days, but it probably took up to 10 days to see the full results. And then, yeah, certainly by 2 weeks, I was seeing my full results. So the areas that I Botoxed are my forehead, my mean 11, my frown lines, and my smile lines, or my crow's feet, my eye area. The next thing I am going to touch on is the amount of units I get. Everyone is completely different, really, when it comes to the amount of units you might need. So I am just saying the amount of units that I get basically just for reference, or if anyone's curious. I know that when I was watching YouTube videos before I got Botox, I was always super curious how many units did these people receive. I knew that it would definitely be different for me, but I thought that it would still help give me a pretty good idea. The first time I got Botox, we started off really conservatively. That's my injector style. I love that. I appreciate that, and I recommend that route. But I did end up doing more the second and third time by just a little bit. So the first time I got 8 in my forehead, 10 in my mean 11, and then 5 on each side for my eyes. For my eyes, I kept it on the 5 for each side each time, and I'm super happy with that. On my second and third time of going back to get Botox, I did 10 in my forehead and then 20 in my mean 11s. The next thing I wanted to talk about is that there are different types of Botox. I will just speak upon the 2 types of Botox that my injector offers. So there's Botox itself, and then there's also jeuveau. My first time in there, my injector and her wonderful assistant, I love both of those ladies, they both said that they actually prefer jeuveau, and that sounded really nice to me because jeuveau is more affordable. I ended up trying Botox for my first time because I had gift cards, which I came across the most incredible deal during the middle of quarantine. I was able to get $400 worth of gift cards for $200. And then on my next 2 times, I got jeuveau because of the price difference. And I mean, my injector herself said she preferred it, so that was kind of a no-brainer to try jeuveau. So Botox is $13 a unit and jeuveau is $11 a unit. Those prices are with my injector. It varies from place to place. Again, I just think those prices are worth mentioning just for kind of a reference, just to give you somewhat of an idea, just if you're feeling curious what other people pay. I get 40 units. Jeuveau is $11 a unit. That makes $440 my total there. And Botox is $13 a unit, and that makes that total $520. So as you can see, I'm saving $80 by getting jeuveau. I mean, that's pretty good savings. Also, the companies that make both of those products have rewards programs, and the reward program for jeuveau has been helpful to me very much so. The last time I got jeuveau, they were actually running a heck of a special, and I was able to get $80 off with the rewards program. That was a certain specific special, but I do believe that the jeuveau rewards program allows you to save $40 every time you get your jeuveau, as long as you're not getting it any more often than every 3 months. Overall, I would say that I like jeuveau better. I felt like the jeuveau lasted a tiny bit longer, but like I said, the first time I got Botox, I did get less units, so that could play a little bit of a part as well. But even if they perform the exact same, I am going to go with the more affordable option because I can hardly afford this habit even as it is, to be honest. I think my final point, or one of my final points, is how long does it last? The general answer is 3 to 4 months. I suppose I would answer that my Botox did indeed last about 3 months. Definitely no more than that. My forehead lines, I would say lasted about 2 months. And that's kind of a bummer when you're paying that much money. I did speak to my injector about it, and she kind of explained that because we go to use that muscle and do that expression more often than some of your other facial expressions, that might be the reason why that area tends to wear off a little bit faster in most people. Okay, and then, I mean, I've expressioned throughout this video, but I just wanted to do a little bit of expressioning. I had my Botox 4 to 5 weeks ago, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when I expression, and this is about 4 to 5 weeks in from my injection date. So this is me moving my forehead. You can't see it super well on camera. This area still has a little bit of movement, and sometimes this line ever so slightly does form. This is me trying to frown. And then this is my smile. Okay, you guys, that's it for this video. The main takeaways is that beauty comes from within. Nobody needs Botox. If you do it, please be doing it for yourself and not giving a hoot what anyone else thinks. Definitely be confident and comfortable and find an experienced injector. Do your research. And yeah, it's something that I've definitely really been happy with. I don't regret doing it. I like it. As long as I can even try to squeeze it into my budget, I plan on continuing the habit. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I love talking about it. Sometimes I feel like I kind of want to get into the field. I can't really picture myself doing injections on anyone's face, but if I could be an assistant or any way that I could just even work in an office, working at the front desk, being a receptionist, I just find it interesting and intriguing, and it's kind of crazy the results that you can achieve. Anywho, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video.